Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of The Dance of Shiva, an essay by Ananda K. Coomaraswamy. This book contains 14 essays, and all these 14 essays are written on various themes like Indian art, culture, and mysticism. This Dance of Shiva is the sixth essay, and he begins this essay with an epigraph citing from Manika Vasagar's Thiruvasagam. The Lord of Thillai's court a mystic dance performs. What's that, my dear? The meaning of this is that a questioner is asking and he wants to know the meaning and significance of the mystic dance of Shiva, who is the Lord of Thillai. And he also wants to know why Shiva is performing this dance. Now, mysticism is the immediate feeling of oneness. Oneness is being together with the other one. That is, this oneness is the bliss and the ananda. And in that state, when you are in bliss and ananda, the experience and the person who's experiencing it, they cannot be different. They become one. And of all the names of Shiva, the most enduring name is Nadaraja, meaning the Lord of Dance. The cosmos is his theatre, and the dancer himself, that is Lord Shiva, who is Nadaraja, is the actor as well as the audience. And there are innumerable dances of Shiva known to his devotees. But the basic idea behind all the dances of Shiva is the existence of primal rhythmic energy. This means that the dance of Shiva is the primal rhythmic energy for the harmonious continuous performance of the cosmic activity. That is, this dance of Shiva only is actually making all the cosmic energy to function continuously, thereby allowing all the living creatures, not only human beings, plants, animals, insects, all the living things to live a peaceful and of course a full life. And in his dance, the universe revolves harmoniously. Coomaraswamy equates Shiva with the eros propounded by Lucian, a Greek philosopher. Lucian too states that the primeval dance sets forth the revolution of the constellation of the planets and the stars. That it is not only the earth, it is the whole universe where there are lakhs and lakhs of earth like this, stars, satellites, everything. Everything is in this cosmic energy that dance, which is danced by Lord Shiva. And according to Ananda Coomaraswamy, the primitive earlier dancers danced in frenzy in honor of the hill god without giving much importance to the significance of the dance. That is, they'll just allow their body to go into the dance. And only after the advent of the Aryans, this early dance is merged with Shiva and his dance. And this dance of Shiva represents the activity of God, which any art of religion can boast of. And Ananda Kumari speaks of only 3 dances in this essay, and they are an evening dance in the Himalayas, the Tandava or the dance at the cremation or burning grounds, and the Nadanta dance of Shiva in the golden hall of Thillai. And of all the 3 dances, Coomaraswamy concentrates mainly on the Nadanta dance of Shiva, which is popularly known as the Ananda Tandavama. And dance 1. This dance is performed in the evening in the Himalayas with a divine chorus. This dance is described in Shiva's Pradosha Shostram, which is a religious hymn. Shiva places the mother of the 3 worlds upon a golden throne, and this throne is studded with gems. Sulapani, that is a man who holds the trident, that is Sulam, Trisulam in his hand. This is another name for Shiva, Sulapani. And this Sulapani dances on the heights of Kailash. And all the other gods gather around him to play the accompaniment to the performance. Saraswati plays the veena, Indra plays on the flute, Brahma holds the rhythmic cymbals, Lakshmi sings the song, Vishnu plays on a drum, and all other gods gather around him as audience. Gandharvas, Yakshas, Patakas, Uragas, Sudas, Sadyas, Vityaras, Amaras, Apsaras, and all those who dwell in the 3 worlds assembled there to witness this celestial dance and the music of the divinity at the hour of twilight. In this dance, Shiva is two-handed and there is no prostrate asura trampled under Shiva's feet. This evening dance has been cited as epigraph in the invocation to Kada Saritra Sagara. In dance 2, we find Shiva as Tandava, that is, he's doing the dance as Tandava, and this Tandava dance belongs to his tasmic quality embodied as Bhairava or Veerabhadra. That is, at this time Shiva is addressed as Bhairava or Veerabhadra, and this is performed in the cemeteries and burning grounds during midnight. In this aspect, Shiva has 10 arms and he dances with Devi in frenzy, and he is accompanied with troops of smaller deities called imps. This is portrayed in the sculpture of Ellora, Elephanta and Bhuvaneshwar. This has the origin in the pre-Aryan rituals. In this ritual, God is actually half god and half demon, and he performs midnight revels with the spirits on the burning ground. And this Tandava, that is this second dance, is performed by Shiva and sometimes by Devi. This has been eulogized in most touching and profound sense in Shiva and Shakta literature. And dance 3 is the famous Nadanda dance of Shiva as Nataraja and is performed before the assembly, that is Sabha, in the golden hall of Thillai or Sidambaram. This Thillai or Sidambaram is considered to be the center of the universe. And this dance is first revealed to gods and then to rishis after the rishis submitted to Lord Shiva in the forest of Taragam known as Darukavanam. And this myth is related in detail in Koil Puranam written by Mahavitwan Meenakshi Sundaram Pillai. The proud sages in the Darukavanam tried to harm Shiva, but Shiva subdued them and began the dance. Again the rishis set the demon Muyalaka on Shiva. The king of dance, that is Shiva, trampled upon Mayalaka and danced upon him. The dance was witnessed by the gods and the rishis. Later on, when Adishesha prayed to Shiva to perform the same dance again, Shiva blessed Adishesha and told him that he could see the dance in the holy place Sidambaram. Hence, Shiva performs his dance eternally for the benefit of all beings. And this dance is also known as Ananda Tandavam in Saivat literature. The Nadanda dance of Shiva in Sidambaram forms the motif of the South Indian copper images of Nataraja. The dancing Shiva has 4 hands, braided and jewelled hair, and the lower locks of hair denoting the whirling movement. A writhing cobra, a skull, and the Ganga are on his head. The crescent moon leans on the Ganga and is crowned with a wreath of cassia leaves. The right ear is adorned with a man's earring. The upper right hand holds a drum and the other is uplifted in the sign of Abhaya, providing protection to the people. The upper left hand holds fire and the other points down to the demon, that is the dwarf demon Muyalaka, under his right foot. The demon holds a cobra. The left foot is raised. And there is a lotus pedestal and an encircling glory Tiruvasi springs from his pedestal. This glory is fringed with flame and is touched within by the hands holding the drum and the fire. The myth of Ananda Tandava is that it indicates the origin of the Ananda Tandava. In the forest of Darukavana, the sages practiced austerities and sacrifices without real dedication to Shiva. In order to enlighten the sages, Shiva, in the guise of a young, handsome ascetic, arrived at the forest, and he was accompanied by Vishnu in the form of an enchanting woman. The wives of the sages, charmed by the ascetic, followed the handsome youth, while the sages themselves, tempted by the lass, were after her. The sages, on seeing the event, realized Shiva as the instigator of the plot. They prepared a sacrifice out of which emerged a huge tiger, a trident, a furious antelope, snakes, demon skulls, a drum, and finally the dwarf Muyalaka with flames as the embodiment of evil. Shiva conquered them all and made them his own. Shiva took the fire in his hand, stood on the back of the dwarf, and began the dance. The whole universe trembled because of the vigorous heroic dance. After the dance, the sages realized their folly and surrendered to Shiva. Shiva blessed them with a real spiritual knowledge. At the request of Adishesha, the divine dancer Shiva performs his Ananda Tandava, that is his vigorous dance of bliss, in the golden hall of Thillai, which is in Sidambaram, for the benefit of all beings, and this dance is performed eternally. This is a short summary of the essay. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, And if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.